Hello, everybody, again. This is the second part of our lesson, which is about grammar, and the title is Reduced Relative Clauses. So before dealing or before diving into the lesson, relative clauses, we have seen them, which we use to avoid repetition: who, whose, whom, which, and okay, when. So we don't have time to re-explain the course in details, so you can just go back to the video that speaks about, or to the lesson that speaks about relative clauses. You should understand them very well so that you can understand this lesson, which is reduced relative clauses. It's okay. So let's move. Okay, before I move to the or explaining the course, the more we get or the more we proceed, the more grammar lessons get sophisticated. If you want to speak fluent English again, you should go step by step, and this is a chained series of grammar exercises and lessons. It's okay. So of course that's up to you. You are adolescent. You are okay. You are adult. Sorry, and you know what's best for you. Reduced relative clauses. So the picture that, as usually, introduces us to the lesson. The first one is passengers traveling without a valid ticket will receive a fine. For those who don't know what's a fine, suppose you are driving your car and there is the red light, but you don't stop, you don't respect the traffic light, and the police catches you and he tells you you're supposed to pay 150 or 200 Ds, for example. What you pay when you don't respect something, you pay a fine. It's okay. Two, Metro police will remove and destroy any bags left unattended. Three, the 10:30 train to London, leaving from platform 9, is now ready to depart. It means it's ready to leave. Okay. Four, and finally, some train services delayed by today's service whether have now been cancelled. So presentation relative clauses can sometimes be shortened by omitting the relative pronoun and using a present or past participle. Passengers who travel without a valid ticket will receive a fine. So the reduced relative clause is passengers traveling without a valid ticket will receive a fine. So as you can see, we have replaced who travel with traveling. It's okay. So here you reduce again and you avoid repetition and redundancy in the sentence or in speaking. Metro police will remove and destroy. Metro police will remove. Okay, that's a repeated example. Any bags which are left unattended. Any bags left unattended. So there is no need to use which are, and you put just the past participle of left. You keep left. Again, the reason we use reduced relative clauses is to avoid repetition. It's okay, as simple as that. If the verb in the relative clause is in the active form, use the present participle ing. Active, the 10:30 train to London, which leaves from platform 9, is now ready to depart. It becomes, or when you transform the sentence, it becomes the 10:30 train to London, leaving from platform 9, is now ready to leave. So we have the verb leaves in simple present, so and it becomes leaving, which means you make it simply from simple present to present continuous to simplify things for you. It's okay. Also, although it's not simple, it's not that leaving, it's not present continuous. It's okay. The 10:30 train to London left from platform 9 is now ready to depart. That's incorrect. We don't use past participle here. In the verb in the relative clause is in sorry, if the verb in the relative clause is in the passive form, use the past participle form. Passive, some train services which have been delayed by today's service or severe weather have now been cancelled. When you transform the sentence, it becomes some train services delayed by today's severe weather have now been cancelled. So have been delayed, you keep the past participle delayed. It's okay. Some train services delayed by today's severe weather have now been cancelled. That's incorrect. That's grammatically incorrect 100%. So you can even not speak it orally. It's okay. You cannot use a reduced relative clause when the relative pronoun is the object of the relative clause. For example, the train for London, which I was going to take, has now been cancelled. We cannot use, or we cannot say, we cannot write, the train for London taken has been cancelled. That's totally inappropriate and incorrect and false. It's okay. So this is all for reduced relative clauses. I think it's very important to know this course and to exercise or to practice some exercises to avoid repetition and to use excellently the grammatical structure. To avoid, as I said, problems and repetitions. So we move to the part of the exercises.
Exercise 3. 1.
Exercise 1. Combine the two sentences with a reduced relative clause from 1 to 6.
Where
The
your
first
plane
one,
is
a
ready
bag
for boarding.
was stolen from my
That's
hotel
flight
room. It had my passport in it.
departing from
So when you
gate
transform
31.
or when you use a reduced relative clause, it becomes the bag
2.
stolen from my hotel room had my
Could
passport
those
in it.
passengers waiting for
Okay.
their luggage from
So
flight
from 2 to 6, you are supposed to
AI552
make a
please come
reduced
to the baggage
relative
claim
clause.
desk where we have their
Exercise
suitcases?
2. Complete the sentences using only the verb in brackets in the
3.
correct form. From 1 to 10,
Anyone
sorry.
entering passport
Either you're
control
going to make
should
it
have their passport and boarding card
in
ready for
past participle
inspection.
or in
Any hand
the
luggage carried
ing
with
form.
you
Okay.
must
For
conform
example,
to
the first
size
one, anyone
restrictions.
drive over the speed limit will be stopped. So here you can
4.
you can make or you can put
This is a
anyone
no smoking
driving over
flight.
the speed limit
Any passenger
will
caught
be
smoking
stopped.
will be detained by airport police after
Or you
landing.
have make reduced relative
5.
clause. Exercise 3.
We
Read
are about
these
to land.
announcements,
All
reduce
electronic
the relative
items
clauses
switched
where
on should now be
possible,
turned off.
then listen and check. So full attention as usual to the listening when you want to make the exercises so as not to miss any word or any term.
Exercise 3. 1. Three.
Any hand luggage carried with you must conform to size restrictions.
No smoking flight. Any passenger caught smoking will be detained by airport police after landing.
5.
We are about to land. All electronic items switched on should now be turned off.
So that's it. As usual, I'm really glad to deliver to you this course. If you have any questions or remarks, don't hesitate to contact me. I wish you the best of luck. Take much care of yourselves.